Hello and welcome to another Tea and Tights Brit Wres Special. And let me tell you, it's going to get hype, as our guest is one of the hottest young talents in the UK. He's been making a name for himself in the Southeast, smashing his way through the competition, a former UBW Young Lion champion, current one half of the UBW Tag Team Champions, as well as the new PEW Internet Champion. He is smashing Mike. Tell him what it is, fam.
Yes, Pete. What are you saying? The smashing ones here. I appreciate you lot inviting me. I've been looking forward to this, and let's get this rolling.
You've got your own little series going. I mentioned it there. Tell us what it is, fam. Let's get straight off the bat with that one. Let's get your. I saw the one with Ronnie Knox recently. Big fan of Ronnie, so
love it.
Let me know about it.
I love it. It's gonna be funny because at the time. Because, you know, me and Tony always drive, go home, we travel together to shows, we even go gym together and everything. So I was like, in my head, I dropped in home, I was like, you know what? I want to do a skit. I really want to do a skit. I was thinking, what's the name of it? What's the name, Charlotte? So I was going through my Instagram stories. I'm thinking, what am I saying all the time? I'm like, easy. Tell them what it is. It's the perfect thing to do. And I'm like, I made a countdown. I said, everyone at 6 o'clock, something big is going to happen. Everyone's like, Mike, what's going on? I was like, wait, just wait. Have the patience. And when I posted 6 o'clock on the dot, the amount of great response I got from that. They're like, I got wrestlers like, Mike, can I be on the show? I'm like, patience, you lot. I've got a lineup for this. More to come with people as well. More to come.
Excellent.
You know, you're a young lad. You started 2019. You've had a dark match for Progress all the way back in your first year. You know, tell us kind of how you got started and what it was like in that first year.
It was great. So, you know, I trained in Hustle. I did. Met Sid Scala, opened me with open arms. And I've always been a big wrestling fan. People who know me, I've been a wrestling fan since my mom was womb. My dad, I got two older brothers. They love wrestling. So I grew up, I'm biased. I don't care, I'm biased. I grew up in the Monday Night Wars. So I'm very biased. So I remember that time as a kid, every Monday, Tuesday, Mike, do you remember with WCW? It was always WCW and WWF at the time. Like, it was hard. I like both. I love both. So I went there. The rest is history. I'm kind of spoiled. I started in a wrestling training in a ring. Some people didn't. I'm very spoiled. And 6 months later, I had my debut against, I always say this, pound for pound, one, maybe the best, Tate Mayfair. That was my very first debut.
Big fan of Tate Mayfair's, and he's always good for the interaction with us. So, you know, big up Tate Mayfair's. Tateness is greatness.
Yeah.
How great was he in that match?
Oh, I love him. He looked after me. He opened with open arms. It was the 30th of March 2019. I had my debut. And everyone knew I was a big wrestling fan. So when they got announced, Smash Mike making his debut, I came from a boxing and amateur wrestling background. So the amount of people came up to me in high school, was like, Mike, you have your debut, this and that. I'm coming. So I brought a lot of people, like a lot. I did. And I did against Tate, which I wasn't nervous. I felt like I was destined to do this. It's like it was just the right time. I had the right people. I got the right opponents to just guide me and look after me, Tate. I still remember it to this day. When I came out, I wasn't nervous. I just came out. I'm still getting goosebumps now. I was like, yes, I'm made for this. I'm sorry, Tate. I beat you. I love Tate. I know Tateness is greatness. You can have the rematch. You just ain't ready for me. I was a rookie back then. Imagine now what I'll do to Tate. And I still love you, bro, but I'm just going to beat you.
Well, I'll be seeing him up in Liverpool on Thursday. So
and you tell him I said that. He knows I love him, but he's a wrestler. I'm a wrestler. We're both competitors. I'm just going to beat him. You tell him I said that. And you tell him what it is.
How do you think he's going to get on against, who's he got? He's got Jordan Oliver on Thursday, and he's got Effie on the Sunday. How do you think he's going to get on in those?
I think he'll do well. Tate's well-rounded. I also say, like, pound for pound, maybe the best, because he's very well-rounded. This guy's a student of the game. So there's a lot. If anyone can do this, Tate can do that. If you want him to wrestle, he can wrestle. High flyer, and he won't get tired of the ring. We don't get tired. Remember that. We don't get tired. So Tate's got this. He's got this.
Now, if you were going to face somebody at GCW this weekend, who would it have been?
Oh, that's hard. I don't know, you know. Who would you like me to wrestle? See me wrestle.
I mean, well, the young man Nick Wayne, obviously, he's been killing it. That would be an absolutely huge matchup. Against Jordan Oliver would be an interesting matchup as well. He's been killing it right now as well. I know he doesn't wrestle there all the time, but Hot Fire Myron Reed versus Smashing Mike. Yes, please.
Come on. There's some matches that are destined to just look good and be great, and it's star power. You put Smashing Mike against that person, everyone's be like, and you know we're just going to deliver. And you see me, Dave. Am I going to get tired in the ring?
You're not going to get tired. You are.
Can someone explain what that word means? Because I don't know what that. I understand energy, encouragement, enthusiasm. I don't know what. I understand people get sleepy or aching, but I don't know what tired means to this day. I still don't know what it is.
I think this boy just lives off Ritalin.
Oh gosh.
Now, this last weekend, Big Daddy Dan was there to witness it. You became the phenomenal elite internet champion, beating the one and only H Hood.
Who?
H Hood.
Now you see, I've had a little bit of a falling out with H Hood over the last few months. He and I have. He's intimidated me quite a few times, and he's been quite harsh with me. So I was delighted to see you win on so many levels.
I'll get him back for you. Don't worry. If he listen, I beat him. If he wants a rematch, he better be prepared. I'm just going to beat him again and just move on to bigger, better things.
I think we need to do the rematch with Big Daddy Dan in your corner and me in H Hood's corner. Because
you don't want to be in my corner as well.
I
love you both, but H Hood is my man, and just because he picks on Dan, and I think it's hilarious, I have to say my man H Hood on this. So let's make it happen.
I respect him, but I'm sorry, your manager's gonna get beaten.
Oh,
you tell him I said that. Dan, we got this. He's gonna be easy work. They're gonna take you out to get some Five Guys after.
Oh, everyone was going for Five Guys after.
It's buff or Burger King. You got a choice.
Oh no, it's got to be Five Guys.
Those are my two go-to meals after wrestling. Those are my two go-to meals.
When will they bring back the nuts?
I don't know, brother.
I mean, I like a well, I don't wrestle, so I like a post-wrestling pizza. So if I've been to a live show, I like to go find one little pizza joint. Never like Domino's or Pizza because it depends on whichever town you're in.
Don't say that. I love Domino's. Plus, they have the best deals. Oh no. Okay, Papa John's, then Domino's.
I was in Newcastle a few months back, and I had the best pizza I've ever had in my life. I cannot for the life of me remember what the place was. It was a little tucked away thing somewhere, but it was just so good. What about you, Dan? What's your post-wrestling show meet?
Normally, because I end up driving absolutely everywhere because I'm driving around the sound equipment or I'm driving you around because you don't drive, you lazy bastard. It tends to be a Mackey's, dirty Mackey's.
Wrong.
I know, but it's what's drive-through on the motorway, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I get annoyed because I'm like, when I made my PW debut, it was me, Ronnie Knox. So we drove back. I said, okay, Ronnie, let's go quick. We're driving. We see a service station. I'm like, oh, there's a burger. Let's just try quick. Zoom, closed. And there's another 10 miles. So we're like, should we risk it? It was like 11:30. So should we risk it? I was like, zoom, try again. It got closed. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I've done that same drive at that same time, pulling into those same places.
You're so annoyed, man. We both had it the next day, though.
Well, it's Friday night PEW this time, coming up on the 28th. So
yeah, I'll be defending my I don't know yet. Whoever wants to smoke and nothing, are they ready?
They ain't ready.
They ain't ready.
They ain't ready. Yeah, that's PEW's Toil and Trouble, 28th of October. In the same usual spot.
In the same spot, yeah.
There we go. But you've got a huge match coming up on October 1st.
Yeah.
I mean, like, huge.
Yeah.
Match. The debut show for Sovereign Pro Wrestling. They're going to be up in Manchester. You're in the Crown Cup elimination match. You've got Simon Miller in there, Big Guns Joe, Yeston Reese, HT Drake, Commander Stephanie Sterling, and Kid Bandit. Oh, and we can't forget our friend Ian Skinner.
Yeah. Like, I respect all the competitors. Anyone that steps in the ring and wrestles, I respect them. I like Simon Miller. Simon Miller seen me a lot. I met him. We trained together before, as he spoke about by his opponents. We trained together. He doesn't even live far from me. He's like 45 minutes. He doesn't live far from me, but at the same time, he knows that I'm the Smasher One. He's seen me. We've been in the same shows, and who stole it? It doesn't matter who's there. Doesn't matter who is there. Who's been stealing these shows since the start of the year? Dan, another example. I would get to Southern Pro. You were there with the CJ Carter match, remember?
Oh yeah.
What happened there?
You were universally loved.
Yes. And look at the star powers were there. But at the end of the day, who was the talk of the town? Me and CJ. I had to put CJ in there. I love him. I'll put box.
Yeah, much love to CJ because he's just announced his retirement, hasn't he? So much love to CJ.
I love you, CJ.
The last show at Ignite Pro Wrestling for him because that's his homegrown promotion over in St. Albans. So what was, tell us what it was like being a part of that, celebration of CJ, because that's what it was. It wasn't, a goodbye. It was a celebration of his career. What was it like being part of that?
He's had a great career. I love him as a person as well. Like, he's one of my favorite competitors. I put him top 5, top 3, but one of my favorite competitors. So to see his last match, it was a bang. Great match to end his career in his hometown. He got the W. That's the main thing. And then we wrestlers are very competitive. We want to get the W. He got it in his hometown. So love you, CJ. Don't worry, but I'll make you proud.
Talking about people that have announced their retirements who you've wrestled, I thoroughly enjoyed you at UBW taking on Hustle Malone.
Yeah, that's another one. I was no. Okay, I was supposed to him as a wrestler. No, he cheated to beat me. All right, I ain't gonna forget. Remember, I was, or is still at the time, there was the most dominant champion at UBW. No one was touching me, and he beat me. I broke the record, 5 defenses, all different styles. He beat me. Had the rematch, had to cheat to beat me, but as again, I respect wrestlers. So Hustle Malone, and he was so creative. I think he had the best promos.
And he had Wet Cake. And Wet Cake was the best.
Yeah, I heard about that show. Was great. I was booked somewhere else that day, so I couldn't watch it.
It was fantastic. It was one of the most entertaining evenings of wrestling I have ever had in my life.
Oh, that is awesome. But yeah, getting back to Southern Pro, I am so happy and thankful I'm booked in their very first show because the buzz is real. But at the same time, let's be honest. When you get a buzz, it makes sense to have the Smash One in your very first show, right?
It does.
Don't get twisted. You got some star power in there. Simon Miller. Let's be honest. You got 8. I love Roth. Sorry, I love Roth. Alexander Roth. I love that dude. 87. You got Levi. I train with Levi all the time. He doesn't live far from me. Like, give some examples. Kid Banner. Look at the star power. So it's gonna be a great show. But I'm coming for that Crown Cup. You saw everyone there, including Ian Weather's name is. Ian's gonna try and say he's gonna be with my dad. Nah. You tell me he's getting that.
You must have seen him on the internet.
I'm gonna slip it. Bam, 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 bam again.
He's been talking a big game on Twitter for this match. He has. Yes. So I'm sure you're gonna have to, but as you say, Kid Bandit making his UK debut. He's been brought over by South Pro. I know he's got I've got much more matches to come, but they only get one debut, and that is with Sovereign Pro Wrestling. They're the ones that sorted it, and fair play to the guys behind Sovereign Pro because they just seem to be on the ball when it comes to everything from background checks. All of it seems to be so legit.
So professional.
What a match.
So background check. Even the build-ups of it, they even talk about like their people, even their own theme music. I got my theme music. I was like, yo, I was thinking it, but like you said,
have you heard it yet?
Yeah, Kid Brandon said, but I'm sorry, I'm coming for that. You tell, I want you lot to tell everyone that Crown Cup is mine. I'm coming to win that. And plus, I already conquered, remember, I conquered 3 championships. The fourth one's coming, baby. It's coming to the smashing one, and it will look good on me anyway in the pictures.
It will.
Now, you mentioned there about getting your own theme music. Now, what music are you using mostly to come out at the moment? Because you know me, I love my music. I know that you enjoy your music.
Yeah. So at the time, it was Papoose top of my game. It was because I'm a big hip hop fan, as you know, big hip hop fan. And the reason I chose it because the title is called Top of My Game. When I go there, I am gonna be top of my game. On top of it, it talks about like the training. I'm a big boxing fan. It talks about Muhammad Ali, Mayweather, and stuff like that. But sometimes I had to change it because of copyright as well. So it was like another drill music. JT. Shout out to my tag partner, JT, tag partner. So we have the drill music. It's called Chief Keef Don't Like, but a different version that's copyright free. So, and it's still good. When you hear it, you are bumped to that groove as well.
Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed at Progress because obviously Eddie Dennis has just come back and he's got it in his contract. You know, they must have Party Hard, but on the on-demand Progress, they've got it overdubbed.
I see. Yeah, it's got to happen. Like the amount of times people post something UBW Wrestle where copyright happens is part of the job now. But thanks, Sovereign Pro, Shorty, give me a theme song. They ain't ready.
I'm looking forward to hearing this. I really am. I know. I was 1st of October. I'm actually in Germany, so unfortunately, I'm definitely going to hit up Sovereign Pro's second show because they're always good to us as well. So I love their interaction. So you got to keep it that way. Dan, ask your favorite question.
My favorite question is: we in Tea and Tights really love to look at the history of wrestling, and we would like to know who your top 4 British wrestlers are. In America, they have Mount Rushmore. Yeah. We're in England, so we have Mount Rushton.
Okay, I thought it was always called Mount Rushmore for England as well. I'm glad you answered because I'm a big wrestling fan and I'm a historian as well. I only get 4. Yeah, I can say anyone, right?
Anybody at all. Yeah.
All right, and I've got people in mind, and there's reasons why I don't say for the sake of it, but reasons why. Billy Robinson is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. I'm gonna put the Dynamite Kid in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I believe it wasn't for him. We won't get these styles of matches now. That fast. I understand it took a toll on your body, but it was exciting. Think about what him and Tiger Mask did in 1982. I've seen all of their matches. That was way ahead of its time. 2 more. Okay, 2 more. Regal, William Regal. I gotta put him in there because he made this to the big leagues. He made. You know what? I'll put him in there. There's so many people. Like I'm putting British Bulldog.
Yeah.
One, he is part of the best tag team, the British Bulldogs, a lot, and also, in my opinion, the best SummerSlam match of all time against the best wrestler of all time, Bret Hart, and that is always talked about. That was a year before I was born, so I couldn't experience that time. That's my 4.
I like those 4. You remember Ariel Harney did his top 10 lists of greatest Brit wrestlers ever. We put together our own list recently, and actually all 4 people you just picked are on both our lists.
And we both had Billy Robinson as number 2.
Yeah.
Well, who's number 1 then?
Will Ospreay.
We both went for Will Ospreay as the greatest British wrestler of all time.
I was gonna say Ospreay. I was literally gonna say Ospreay. But he has to be when it comes to Mount Rushmore, I'm very picky with this because you need to remember, like Billy Robinson, I came from my amateur wrestling background, so he influences me a lot with his style. If it wasn't for the Dynamite Kid, we won't get none of these matches to this day.
I think if it wasn't for either, because even the stronger style matches and that real hard hitting submission style, well, that's Billy Robinson. And then you got the fast pace, well, that's Dynamite Kid. And I was saying this to Jay yesterday, actually.
And of course, you're being respectful because it's highly likely that you will take on Will Ospreay at some point and, of course, beat him. So you're having the ones that you won't be able to take on and beat in your top 4.
Jeez, imagine that. I'll be ready for that.
I think you versus Will Ospreay will happen at some point, I'm sure, because, as I say, you've been killing it. You've been making a name for yourself. Hopefully you'll get to the progresses, the TNTs, and it won't be long, because as I say, your first year you had a dark match with Progress. How did that come about?
Oh, I'm glad you asked me this question, because I remember it back in my hand. So it was a week before they had another show I did. Then my coach came to me, says, Mike, wait here. I've got something to tell you. As a joke, I'll be myself. What did I do? I did nothing wrong. He started laughing. It's like, no, Mike. I'm like, cool, come back. And it was another wrestler called Adam Ralph. He was a great wrestler, but I don't think he wrestles no more. And he came up to me, he's like, Mike, I think me you in the pre-show. I was like, really? I was like, yeah. Then he came up to us. He goes, yeah, you're on the pre-show. I was like, 6 months. Because I saw Tate Mayfair do it 2 months before that, and I was doing ring crew. And I was like, I'm going to get there. I said, I'm going to get there. Give it time. When I want something, I'm going to get it, because I've always been the driven guy. I got that from my mother, that quality, just very driven. And I done it in August. I think it was the 27th, 2019. At the time, because I had false hopes for amateur boxing and wrestling, I was like, this ain't going to happen. I was just bring my gear, see what happens. Then they said, no, you're doing it. I was like, whoa, I'm doing it. Then I wasn't nervous. I was like, yeah. My mind was like, have fun, Mike. Just be you. When we got there, I was like, yeah, in the zone. I lost. You cheated to beat me. Remember this. The only time you beat the Smash on the ring, you have to cheat. Dan, your example, you saw what Austin Malone did. He has to cheat to beat me. How it's very impossible to beat me clean. If you do, I'll applaud you. And when we came back, they said to us, for a pre-show, that was loud. And people need to remember, that was 6 months into my debut. Imagine me now on a Progress, more versatility, and with this personality of mine.
Your personality does shine through. And if anyone wants to see this, get on to PEW's YouTube channel, because you can watch the latest show for free on YouTube and get to see yourself versus H Hood and Riley Nova. And it is a great match with two despicable heels trying their best to get one over on you, and you just humbling them.
It's got to be done. I am ready for this. I'm born for this. The wrestling game needs a smashing one. They need someone that can. There's great wrestlers and there's great entertainers. As you know, Dan, you know, Andy, I can do both. You seem to have someone putting the best matches this year, since the start of the year. CJ Cole was the first match I had this year. Who stole it? Me. I'm having one of the best skits that everyone wants to be part of. Tell them what it is. I do both. So imagine a smash one in the big leagues, TNT, Red Pro, which will be happening soon. I will get there. And are they going to be ready?
They ain't going to be ready.
They ain't ready, not even close. And imagine the West Side Heat on that stage.
Right. Who are some of the young stars that you've seen about recently that you haven't faced yet that you would love to face off against?
Yes, I had a list. Okay. You know who this guy is, and I can't wait to see your reaction. Dan, you know him very well. I called him out. He's number one on my list. Truman Roswell. Yes.
A flat earther himself.
I want him. It makes sense, man, because it makes sense. One, we're both versatile in the ring. We both got characters. We don't have to put on a character. That's just us. There's some people just put it on. Cool. We're just gonna be ourselves in the ring and deliver. Any promotion. Imagine on the UBW show.
That would sell. That would sell big time.
You get me him. Another person I respect her so much. I train with her. You know who I'm talking. I need to shout her up. I train with her. I got so much love for her. I was there for her debut because I got mad love for her. Artemis. Me and her want to wrestle each other so much. I was in there with a tag, and she's one of my favorite people I've ever been in the ring with. I just got so much love for her. You put that there. Just imagine Smash Mike versus OJMO. Just imagine that. Just put that on a match graphic.
I'd like to see you and Doris. You can start off with a rap battle before you go through.
You know, a lot of people said that. They're like, Mike, I said who I want. They're like, nah, Mike, you know, I want you to wrestle like who? They're like, man like Doris. I'm like, yeah, really? They're like, yeah, it's a YouTube with just gel. Because we got mad energy. He does the bars. I got good comeback, and we can deliver. that sells alone.
And just take it out
I would have
to
gone with
random.
his tactic. Oh, sorry.
Just taking it out at random, I'd also like to see you against RP Davis up at TNT Ignition. Another guy with boxing background. I think you could have a very good series of matches.
Yeah. Ooh, I didn't know he came from boxing, but that's great. Andy, who's the other guy you gonna say?
I was gonna say, man, like Doris's boisterous behavior tag team partner right now. He's killing it around the scene. Leon Slater.
Game over. They ain't ready for us. They are not ready for us. You give. I believe I should be in those positions now. Give it time. I'm in general. I'm a very impatient person. My time is coming. When I'm there, you will see quality matches, versatility. We ain't gonna limit each other. And one more thing. Can you explain what's the word tired? Because I don't know what that means to this day. I know we ain't gonna get tired in the ring. So I don't know what that is. So
I want to know if you're driving to Manchester or if you're running up there.
Oh, that's the easy word, bro. But the only thing is I might see a Burger King. So I'm like, so I'll drive instead.
Is Manchester the furthest you've gone for a show?
No. What's further? Manchester or Cromer? I can't pronounce the word. It's somewhere up northeast. I think it's Cromer. Can't pronounce the word. It's far. For my area, I done it with Clarence, 2019. Another guy that's really good. That was from my house. That was like 3 hours. No, Manchester will be further because I'm from West London. Manchester is like 4.5 or 5.
Yeah, it's 4 and a bit.
Yeah,
because I live just up the road from you in North Hertfordshire, and we did a trip up to the Lancashire Wrestling Federation, who would be lucky to have you. And damn, that was a long drive.
Wow, yeah. Which I said to myself, the start of this year, there's 4 things I want to accomplish, and I tick every one of them. I want to get more bookers up north. I got 2. I got Apex in a couple of weeks. So one of my tight boys, Mr. Joshua King, is another guy you should look out for. Me and him are very close, but I'm going to beat him for his belt. I love him, but I'm a competitor. My brand, Sebastian one, that sold out really good. That did. The tag team, Westside Heat, the most promising tag team in this game. We start to branch out everywhere. Remember, next week it'll be a full year. We tag together.
Damn.
A lot of people think we tag for years. No, I met JT in this September 2000. I met September the 18th. That was the very first tag match. 2 championships, 2 different promotions, match of the year candidate, 7 debuts. Sky's the limit for us, man. Sky's the limit for us.
Absolutely killing it right now. Okay, so the contracts are on the table for a tour in Japan, a tour in Europe, or a tour in America. Which one are you taking up?
Japan.
Didn't even hesitate.
Japan. I just love this because remember I came from an amateur wrestling and boxing background, so I done all those physical trainings as a kid. So I just love the style. And imagine another thing is putting that style there. Imagine me with the personality that brings it there as well. Destin. So give me Japan.
Personality-wise, DDT fans would absolutely explode for you. Your wrestling style, as you say, your background. I'd love to see you get into that Young Lion system. I know they'd strip you back of what you are, but and then they drill those fundamentals. You can bring it all back at a later point. But damn, they drill their fundamentals over there in that Young Lion camp.
I respect it because I've done a seminar similar to that. And it was we gave a kid. It was great. I strip it, we'll make you a better worker. So strip that stuff. Like I always said to people, another thing is the personality bit is the easiest bit for me in wrestling. I'm just being myself, and I'm not giving you the full version yet. I'm just giving you little glimpses. There's more to come. I want to show everyone knows I got the personality. I want to prove British wrestling that I can wrestle against the best. Against the best. I'm ready for that.
Have you taken on any of the close personal friends yet?
None.
That surprises me.
We've been to so many shows together, like Ignite, RCWA, Jurassic. I see these lot all the time. I haven't wrestled them once. None of them.
We need Westside Heat versus, I think, Lando and Black as a
game over. Team. They ain't ready for that. All right,
Lando and Black, I think.
Let me ask you this question then. As you know, the Westside, the most priciest tag team in the game. Can you, other than close personal friends, can you name any other tag teams that you love the West Side Heat against?
Sunshine Machine.
That's number one. Me, JT said that. That's our number one tag team as well. Big time.
I gotta see you guys against Crash Boat, man. The personality clashes in that one is just gonna be so much fun because those boys are hyped too. And Jack Bandicoot's just on another level when it comes to just inventing wrestling.
Yeah.
He's on one of those guys. You know, once Ethan Allen's back, you got the Young Guns.
I think he's back now. And everyone said there's a lot of people
just
that came
been
up to us.
announced.
Yeah, a lot of people say they're two tag teams. They said the Young Guns because of the star. None of us are gonna get tired. Just imagine that. I think the audience will get more blown than us. Another tag team, because it's just a match graphic. You just see 4 specimens in the match graphic. Imagine West Side Heat versus 0121 in a match graphic. You're like, that's just wrestlers right there. Just gonna kill it.
Can't leave out the Smoking Aces either.
Yeah,
They've
yeah, I
been killing
can't.
it.
Yeah, they're on the. Oh, we are ready. Me and JT are ready for that, man.
They
We're
need
ready
to
for
get
that. Our
these
time is
booked.
coming.
Need
Our
them
time is
booked.
coming.
And you've missed out one of my personal favourites, Lycos Gym.
Oh, good old
Now,
Lycos.
I think that with their shitty little attitude, you guys could properly put them in their place.
Easy. They ain't
Shitty
ready.
little wolves. I love the
They
shitty
ain't
little
ready.
wolves.
They ain't ready. Are they in DDT right now?
Lycos 1.
The big one is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you say the big one, let's be honest here.
Oh gosh, they ain't ready. That's what I'm gonna say.
Don't get us heat with Lycos, Jim. I'd love to have them on the show one day. Then you have to get the blur up on their face if they're unmasked.
Say that.
I'd also like to see you going up against Big Jim Diehard. He's been having some great matches recently. And I think, again, the juxtaposition of his power and your speed would just be a phenomenal match.
I love storytelling. That's easy. We can tell a story. Easy. I can do anything. You see me, Daniel, like, let's be honest. You want to see me do a little bit of high flying? Watch the Mark Choose match. You want to see technical wrestling? Tommy Kyle? We only wrestled once. Remember that? And everyone's still talking about it to this day. And we haven't wrestled each other since. I go to shows, that's the match they always talk about. I still remember you and Tommy Kyle to this day. That was almost a year ago.
Yeah, Tommy mentioned you when we interviewed him a little while back. He was saying that you were somebody to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, you were on his young guys list. It was one of the first names.
Like literally, like me and him, like that. You want to see technical wrestling there. You want to see storytelling. You want to see bullet match. You want to see crazy action packed like a fast and you watch the Jack Landers match at WrestleForce. I'm versatile to this. If you want to see cat and mouse with great storytelling, you watch the Nino Bryan match at Ignite.
I love Nino.
I love him, so I can't say no bad on Nino. I love Nino to death. Recently, I've been training with him a lot as well. Because when I go to Square One, I had to go past his house. So I say, well, you ready to train? Yeah, I love Nino. I want to meet him on the rest again. Because we both, when we came back to the Ignite, and I was like, wow, that was, I said, that's nothing. Just book me Nino again. And I can bring, how many people I bought for that show? I bought a lot. Remember, Bonwers and Stevenage, that's not my area. And you see me bring a lot of people.
Yeah, legit bring a lot of people with you.
Look at the CJ Carr match. How many people I bring there? That's not even my area. It takes an hour and 10 minutes to get there. At the time of traffic, because something happened on the A1, and I still brought people.
And that was to Stevenage. And let's be honest, nobody really wants to go to Stevenage.
You mentioned about.
I like no, because UBW's had it.
We used to we're Letchworth boys originally, so we're not that far from Stevenage. So yeah, we're allowed to have those jokes about the Stevenage boys.
All right, cool. Yeah.
But you mentioned Mark True, you mentioned wanting to face Nino again, and on the 20th of November in Ignite Pro Wrestling in Borehamwood, fatal 4-way match. You, Mark True, Nino Bryan, and Bryant the Younger, Xander Bryan.
Do you understand how many people I'm going to bring for that one? You got two of my favorite people that I love wrestling. Mark True, who we taught, ever so taught us about, we taught up at England. That was my debut, me and Mark's debut. And me and Mark said, all right, Mark, let's be honest. I've got nothing against his wrestlers. I said, Mark, they're establishing them. I respect that. But let's be honest, they have our energy. Not even close. Let's go there and tear it up. Who was the talk of the town? Me and Mark Choose. Same as another Ignite show. Who was the talk of the town? Me and Nino. I love you, CJ, but look like Ignite is my show.
You're gonna become the franchise player.
Yes. Look what happened to the last show against Westside here against the lads. Didn't show another versatility of us being everyone is uncharismatic, but a lot of people don't know who JT is, and he's done a lot of comedy stuff there as well. So watch November the 20th, that 4-way. Whatever money you pay for that show, you're not gonna regret it, not one bit. But I am gonna win the trophy. I'm gonna bring the breakout division, and you tell everyone I said that. Tell them what it is.
We will do. Now, next year, what are your big goals for next year? It's got to be a big year for you. It's got to be, I mean, I suppose maybe RevPro UK and Progress. Are they
yes.
What you
yes. Go. Like, I believe me and JT are destined for that. Like, I studied the game. I'm a student of the game. I watch wrestling every day. Like, there's times I go through a phase. I go through the cruiserweights from the WCW every day. Then I go for the Ring of Honor days. There's times I go for World of Sport. I'm a student of the game, and I believe me and JT bring something. I want to wrestle abroad. I really want to do that, and I believe me and JT deserve to be in the RevPro Progress regulars.
I'd agree with that.
We can wrestle. We got the personality. I still don't know what this word tired means, so we'll obsolete that bit because we ain't gonna get tired in the ring. And another thing, are they ready?
They ain't ready.
They ain't ready. And on top of that, imagine telling what it is show on the Progress and Red Pro show. That's the goal. I want to be a regular. Not like I just don't want to do it. I want to be a regular.
I like that. Ambitious. And you see, you meant we talked about it earlier. British wrestlers, they usually are quite reserved. They usually are quite held back because we're British. This is how we're built. But you're built a bit different. You're built hype.
And it's natural. I'm not forcing this. Look, whatever I'm saying, like, no. This comes natural to me. Remember, I'm only giving people a glimpse of the smashing one. If I went full blast, you lot be like, even my family do this, they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for this. My time will come. I'm very impatient. My time will come at the right time. When it comes, what's it say in this hat?
Game over.
Yeah. Those are the goals.
There's some awesome gaming news today.
What's that?
GoldenEye is being released on the Switch.
James Bond.
Yeah.
James Bond.
No, you're lying to me.
No, it was announced today.
Do you understand how big I was with that game in Nintendo 64?
Mm-hmm.
And that's in my top 5 James Bond films of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know what's better. I don't know. It's between GoldenEye. I Love Tomorrow Never Dies. Those are my 2 favorite ones of Pierce Brosnan.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pick.
Overall, though, Live and Let Die is my favorite overall.
Oh no, Skyfall. Tomorrow Never Dies. I'm putting Dr. No in there. I know Tommy doesn't put Dr. No in there, but I am. I said Tomorrow Never Dies. Goldfinger and GoldenEye. Those are my ones.
All right. Who is Brit Wres's James Bond?
Because remember, there's different versatility for James Bond, isn't it? So if you talk about, if I talk about Daniel Craig, I'm not gonna lie, it could be my tag partner JT, because the stuff he does in the ring comes organic with him. He doesn't, like Daniel Craig's character James Bond, he just goes for it.
Mm-hmm.
JT's the same thing. He don't think what he does. JT, you know what you do in the ring? No. Well, you just flip backward on your feet. Did I do that? I'm like, if you talk about swag, aura, that's the smashing one. But exclude me in that. Exclude myself. Like you talk about Sean Connery, like the swag, like chill. Exclude me. I'll put the Reese. I have to put the Reese. Like just he's got the swag. If he got the class, oh, that's hard. Maybe Tommy Cow,
He'd make a good Bond, because he's got the size to him.
Yeah, I like it. If you talk about Pierce Brosnan's Bond, oh, that's hard. Because he did a little bit of both. He's a bit of a crazy one, but at the same time, he was a bit classy, a little bit. Oh, that's hard. I get back to you on that one. Sorry, that's hard.
That is actually.
That's a difficult one.
All
I have to
right.
get back to you on that.
5 Brit Wres James Bond supervillains.
Truman Roswell's one of them. I'm sorry. Yeah. Truman Roswell. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's think this cat. I would say Hospital Alone, but he's retired now. I would have said him. Fine, I'm putting H-Hood in there. Your boy, okay. I'm putting him in there.
Yeah, I admit it. He's the villain.
Yeah, okay, come on. Let's think of this carefully.
And he's got henchmen now as well.
Yeah, see? Another one. Spike Gervais.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Can't not have him.
Like, you gotta have him there. He's definitely there too. Let's think of this carefully. I would have said it's unfortunate he had the injury at that Ignite. So I would say Forrest Hayes. God bless him, because he was a nice guy and he had a good character. And I think he was going to his limb, but it's unfortunate with the shoulder. So I would have put him in there.
He was going to break up like supervillain.
Yeah, he had something in him. I liked him. He was something. Okay, one more. Oh yeah, I don't care. I love her because she's got meanness and Artemis. Her, sorry, Artemis. When she mean. I get frightened of her.
Give us one, Andy, that you go for.
Given all of his action online on the thing, it's got to be Ian Skinner.
Oh.
He could be both. He could be a Bond, but I think he's a supervillain.
Yeah,
he's a supervillain in the making. What about yourself, Dan?
Sheikh El Sham. He's got the build, he's got the intimidation, he's got the voice. He would be a good supervillain.
You know what? He gave a good, and you gave a good Ian Skinner. Even I'm gonna punch him in the face. You tell him I said that. I can't deny. He'll be good. He'll be good. I can't deny that.
We know you're going to be listening, Ian, so we expect a response. We expect a retweet and a response from you.
You tell him after this. I challenge him to a singles match.
I like that idea.
We'll tear it up. We will tear it up.
Make it a Pure Rules wrestling match as well. I'd love to see you in a Pure Rules match.
Give it Pure Rules. Give it Wrestle Carnival. Head up to Coventry. Put him down.
I want to show everyone knows. I still don't know what the word time is, so we'll obsolete that again. Everyone knows I got strength. I want to prove to people, because some people only see me one time with it. I want to prove to people I got wrestling skills. Put in the Pro Real Rules match. I'll show people I got technical skills.
I like it. We've had like 45 minutes here, so before we take up too much more of your time, is there anything, where's your merch? Where can we get your merch?
It's coming again soon. Also, I got some new ones coming, so I don't want to say nothing yet. You wait. I got two. Yeah, I got two. This one. A lot of people wearing a wrestling show. So thank you, people that purchased it. There, the smashing one. Sorry about the chain. Remember, the smashing one. This is part of it. It's 25% of it. The chain. I need this is my baby. Yeah. And there's another thing I want to do, if you don't mind. I know sometimes you lot ask is my people's opinion the future of British wrestling.
Okay, yeah.
So you mind if there's some people,
Please do.
if you don't mind. So I got to put Tommy Kyle there because he's in his element now. He's in his element. Levi, total package. There's no one in British wrestling looks better than him.
Best calves in the game.
Yes, he just looks apart. Ronnie Knox, I think people underestimate and underrate her too much. I train with her. She's got it. Artemis, you watch out Artemis, so because she's got everything. And JT, my tag partner, and Mark Trues. I got to put Mark Trues there. Like
good
Mark Trues is a problem.
Mark True.
Yes, those are my people. I'll say you watch out for those lot. They're gonna tear, including the special one, but I obsolete myself. They're gonna tear it up. I want
to ask you, smashing one. Will you give love or will you give shade to Adonis Payne?
I love him. I respect him. I can't say nothing. The only thing is,
sorry, Adonis Pending.
He did beat me maybe I underestimated him. And his first title, when he won the belt, I was his first challenger. He did beat me. Is he ready for the rematch? Because I ain't gonna underestimate him again. I don't think he wants it because he's got a good career ahead of him. I don't want to shorten it. So you take him up on that. If he wants to, I give him a challenge.
I think we just need to see Smashing Mike start smashing his way up and down the country, across Europe, over to Japan, over to the States, and take over wrestling world as a whole. It'll be just Smashing Mike everywhere.
Everywhere, telling what it is, entertainment in and out of the ring. Only a few people can do that British wrestling. Crowley's is in that as well, but the Smashing was in it. And don't forget technical wrestling, fast paced. I still don't. Before we go, can you not mention this? Explain to what tired is, because I still don't know what it means.
Tired is when you get to my age and you watch guys like yourself in the ring and you go, God damn, even I'm tired after that.
Andy, you get tired watching him before he gets in the ring.
Oh, God. My favorite part of wrestling is the entrance.
Got to get the place hype. Got to get it hype.
Naturally.
All right, man. We're going to let you go. Just remember, people, everyone out there, don't feed the trolls.